Thank you for joining us for this week's Redline Report, powered by HireMaster. I'm Shasta Jones. On today's episode, we are reviewing a recent Supreme Court ruling, projected driver shortage, and more. In Washington last week, the Supreme Court ruled against unionized drivers who walked off the job with their trucks full of wet concrete, leaving the company, Glacier Northwest, in a bind. The drivers were instructed to bring their full trucks back to Glacier's facility and to leave the truck's mixing drums spinning so that the concrete would not immediately begin to harden, but they did not do so. Justice Amy Coney Barrett stated in the Transport Topics article, quote, "The union's actions not only resulted in the destruction of all the concrete Glacier had prepared that day, they also posed a risk of foreseeable aggravated and imminent harm to Glacier's trucks." End quote. A look into the number of long-distance freight trucking jobs is projected to decline by 50,000 this year. This type of drop has not been seen since the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. ACT Research Vice President and Senior Analyst Tim Denoyer stated in the Transport Dive article, quote, "We're in the process of beginning to swing back to a driver shortage," end quote. While it's unclear how many individual trucks have been taken off the road, the national average is 8 trucks per fleet, which shows fleets the extent of the change.
Are you noticing your hiring needs are going outside the realm of drivers lately? If you answered yes to that question, let HireMaster's strategic team help you fill your non-driver positions as well. HireMaster's capabilities range from drivers to mechanics and everything in between. Talk to your HireMaster account rep today to expand your hiring needs.
We are seeing more and more companies invest in autonomous trucking. Despite the uncertainties, the new technology could transform an industry that constantly battles turnover, driver regulations, and more. These new technologies could reduce the cost of ownership by more than 30%. Trucks would no longer have to sit idle while their drivers rest, and vehicle utilization could more than double, dramatically increasing productivity. There is a lot of risk investing in these new technologies, but also a lot of reward. To read the full article, check out transportdive.com. When was the last time you celebrated your drivers at your company? With the 4th of July coming up, it's the perfect time to show your appreciation and do something special for your team of drivers. A simple cookout goes a long way to show camaraderie, respect, and appreciation. Share your festivities on social media and take a break to have some much-needed fun. Thank you for joining us for this week's Redline Report. I'm Shasta Jones. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch each episode of the Redline Report, powered by HireMaster. See you next week.